Alrighty, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Ramasa, and welcome back to the First Descendant. Now, if you haven't seen the previous episode, we completed a Colossi fight against something known as the Swamp Walker, which is like the Grave Walker, except green.
I am analyzing the Void Paradox.
So, if you want to go back and check that out, it'll be in the Iron Sky or the playlist always for your viewing pleasure. But in essence, we beat its ass, and all in all, I'm actually impressed that I actually got through it. The trick is, take out the eye, take out the knees, and just do as much damage as you can to that thing. Because, yeah, it's a pain in the ass fight. But afterwards, we came back. The guide, apparently, while we were fighting, used it as an opportunity to scout out where it was going. Turns out it was a Vulgus Fortress. So we're learning about that now. At the end of the last video, the guys were talking about heading that way or using the Ironheart's energy to close the bridgehead for the Vulgus. So we'll get on with that and see where that leads. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode or any others on my channel, and if you do, please feel free to like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff, and we'll see where we go from this.
Got a question about the operation?
Inevitable sacrifice. Okay.
First of all, the guide's operational plan provides many tactical advantages. The majority of the Vulgus forces have already been dispatched to the White-night Gulch, and Karel isn't aware of what happened in Hagios, thanks to the long-range jamming signals established by Jaber. If this situation continues, we will be able to lay siege to the fortress, and Karel will be none the wiser. There has never been a more ideal moment to attack the Vulgus fortress since the beginning of this war, and the chance may never come again. However, if our goal is not just to attack, but to destroy an Ironheart, this will not be enough. If we pull back our forces from the White-night Gulch and behave as if we have another strategy in mind, that should attract Karel's attention. We need a foolproof way to lure them in, much like how Karel ensnared us with the White-night Gulch operation.
So we go somewhere they aren't expecting.
This is a plan that requires someone willing to face death, to act as bait, all while protecting the Ironheart and distracting Karel.
I mean, we've come this far.
I realize I am asking for someone to sacrifice themselves. And as commander, I can't bring myself to give such a merciless order.
What if someone volunteers?
Enzo?
What are you thinking?
What is it?
The Descendant's Resolve.
Alpha, the Descendants can act as bait. If we deploy an unprecedented number of Descendants to the front, that will be more than enough to distract Karel. Karel's also aware that the Descendants are humanity's last hope, so he's going to relish trying to squash our last stand. The fact that he's approaching slowly, like a dark cloud without warping, that shows that he believes he's already won the war. And with Karel's attention drawn elsewhere, if we send some of the Descendants to the Vulgus Fortress and destroy the Ironheart, we'll be able to turn the tide of war. The manifestation of Archaean Descendants doesn't just mean we have to be powerful weapons. As humanity's last hope, we should sow the seeds of victory. Now, the majority of the Descendants, including me, will engage in battle at the White-night Gulch to buy some time, while Ajax, his team, and the rest of the Descendants will be deployed to the Vulgus Fortress. Awaiting your approval, Alpha.
Good plan.
All right. You win. Carry out the operation. Let's get this done and destroy the Ironheart. On one condition. You must all return safely. And tell the guide to look after the Descendants.
Understood. I wish everyone good luck at the White-night Gulch front.
Don't worry. This is great. I've always wanted to have a go at Karel.
Get in line, kid. There is a line, you know. I'd like to cut in front of you as well.
Enzo, please take care of yourself. Remember our promise.
There's no way I'll forget. Don't worry. We'll win.
Alright. There we go. There, I'm going up there. First things first, I'm going to check my mail and my gear just on the off chance, so bear with me 2 seconds. Yes. My house, G's. MG. Ooh, lightning. Sweet. And then put you here. Shoot, the same as the old. Cause 90, 90, no, 90, 72, 74, and 85. I'll take on here. So let's do it. So 4,077. And cool. Alright. I wish we could turn off the chat. Towards the end.
It seems everyone has steeled their resolve. Everyone's arche is glowing. I doubt that even the ancestors anticipated this moment. I'm so happy to have met humans with arche like yours. Despite my limitations as an AI, I believe I understand what courage is now. Alright. Descendant, I'll accompany you to the Vulgus Fortress. We must locate the inversion facility there and overload the Ironheart to destroy it. I know we can do this, Descendant. I will be with you the entire way.
Okay. New field. Fortress. What have we got? 5, 6 zones. This one seems pretty straightforward though, so. Aurora Forest. Copy that.
This is off topic, but aren't you all cold?
My battlesuit has a built-in heating function. It was designed for void expedition missions.
Huh. I'm actually a little warm.
Basic.
I'm jealous.
Okay, so we've got Ajax. Huh. Ever get the feeling you're seeing double? Okay, so you guys were all the ones we could have chosen at the start of the game. Cool. Alright, so can't talk to you. Can't talk to you yet. I can talk to Ajax though. What in the Star Trek hell was that? Bloody hell. I don't even think we're going that way yet. There.
It's time
Ajax.
for the operation.
Damn. A descendant who has miraculously revived after drifting in the deep recesses of the void for decades. Dude. His military experience and skill could make him a far more outstanding commander than Alpha, but he continues to fight at the front lines in order to find his precious comrade whom he lost in the void. Damn. Okay. Whereabouts of the reconfiguration energy?
The Vulgus Fortress. We knew such command facilities existed, but we never had any information about their sizes or exact locations. Our terrain scanner never detected them, and as they were deep within Vulgus territory, it was impossible to send any recon squads. Seeing them up close and personal now, they're pretty imposing. If I ever go back to being a military academy professor, I'd like to write a paper about this fortress. But there's no need for us to be intimidated. Once we've destroyed the Ironheart, the tide of war and history will turn in our favor. All right, infiltration team. Let's get to it. Our primary goal is to infiltrate where the Vulgus signals are the weakest and locate the source of inverted energy. Unfortunately, the guide can only detect the general energy scattered throughout the area. And because we're in a massive energy field, it's like being lost in fog. It'll be difficult to find the source. So, we need to do reconnaissance around the fortress and gather information about the source of the inverted energy. It's going to be an extremely dangerous mission. Good luck, all of you. The survival of humanity depends on it.
You got it. No. What do we got? We've got Battlefield Mission Outline Communications for Facility. Alright. We get a different dream and internal willpower. Not bad. And Battlefield Mission Snowy Heights. We will get Vestigial Organ and Tiger Moth. Sweet. Alright. Re-up on some ammo. Before we go. Cheers on the after.
In order to destroy the Ironheart, we have to locate the inversion facility. If we find the source of the inverted energy, we should find the related facility. The guide is connected to the search drone, and I need you to escort it.
No,
it has to be protected.
The communications frequencies from the surrounding area are causing interference. They must be coming from the Vulgus communications facility.
We'd be able to sweep a larger area by connecting the search drone to the Vulgus comms facility, wouldn't we?
With my abilities, it's more than possible.
Good. Escort the drone to the comms facility. Reload.
I love that splash effect of this thing. Oh, you're a big boy. Storm Warrior. Size of that gun, man. Damn. Storm Warrior.
Thanks to you, I've identified a few locations that show high energy levels. I'll track them.
Lepik, I sense an increase in inverted energy around you. Where are you now?
I was investigating the wreck of a Vulgus ship, and I think I've stirred up a hornet's nest. I need support.
Lepik, how far out are you? Wait right there.
Okay, so that's the next one. And the other job should just be over here.
The area is already full of inverted energy. But the Vulgus that were closest to the source must have been exposed to higher levels of it. We need to gather biosamples of the nearby Vulgus. By investigating those, and comparing them with those of Vulgus from each region, we can pinpoint potential areas.
Enemy forces are heading your way. You'll have to focus on defense for the moment.
You guys are gonna be annoying, aren't you? That works for me. Huh. Lightning splash goes through the shield. Hell, you those do. Oh, this will be fun. Since when do those guys throw grenades? One, two, three, and four.
The Vulgus have targeted the samples. Be careful.
Party time.
That's enough, Descendant.
Cool. Alright. Well, that was incredibly straightforward. It is a pretty area, though. I'll give them that much. There's a memory up there.
Anais, do you really believe the humans can survive against Karel?
Karel has crossed a line. If he obtains the device, there will be irreversible consequences. He doesn't appreciate the power it contains. His only interest is in his agenda.
Then do you believe humans will ever be able to reach the truth? They are inferior beings who still use iron as their primary metal. Are you going to trust our future to them? And again, I ask, do you believe humanity can survive against Karel?
Not as they currently are.
I'm guessing these are magisters.
But what if we were to help them awaken their true potential?
You are prepared to wager our fate on a mere possibility. You know full well that no one can guarantee the authenticity of the records.
Are you satisfied with living as we do now? Working as slaves to the Vulgus, Karel, in unceasing preparation for war?
Anais, you've seen much further ahead than I have.
No, I merely calculated the possibilities, and I was convinced.
All right. I accept your conviction as sufficient reason.
So I'm guessing those were magisters. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, well, with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I will thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this wasn't too much of a short one, being as yesterday was Anzac Day, and I wanted to leave that clear. So it was a more respectful day. So, yeah. As always, yeah, I just hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please feel free to like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next one, where we head to the next zone, being the Frozen Valley. So until then, stay safe, be kind to one another, and yeah, I'll see you then. Later.